Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to remove public records from your credit report. Now, public records are bankruptcies, liens, civil judgments, foreclosures, and wage garnishments. And these are very serious items that are going to really severely damage and drag down your credit score. The Fair Credit Reporting Act places a maximum amount of time that these items can stay on your credit report. And for most of them, it's a maximum of 7 years. The rare exception is with Chapter 7 bankruptcy, which can remain for 10 years on your credit report. By the way, unpaid tax liens isn't even mentioned in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and unpaid tax liens potentially can remain on your credit report forever. Did you catch that? That's the maximum. 7 long, expensive, and embarrassing years. In other words, there is no minimum amount of time that any negative item has to stay on your credit report. Let us repeat, there is no minimum amount of time that any item must remain on your credit report. And breaking news, July 1st, 2017, all 3 of the credit bureaus implemented new data standard requirements concerning public records on your credit report. And they now require a modicum of information which most public records don't contain. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, there's 5 types of public records. The first is bankruptcies, and the most common cause for folks to file bankruptcy pre-Obamacare and post-Obamacare is medical debt. Medical debt is the most common reason for folks to file bankruptcy. And with a Chapter 7 bankruptcy where you're not responsible for repayment, it'll stay on your credit report for 10 years maximum. Chapter 13 bankruptcy, where you are responsible for at least partial repayment, that can stay on your credit report for a maximum of 7 years. Number 2 is liens. With liens, state and federal taxes are one of the more common reasons, along with a judgment. If you get a judgment, you can potentially have a lien placed against you and or your property. The definition of a lien is a right to keep possession of property belonging to another person until a debt owed by that person is discharged. It's much like collateral or even a pawn shop. For example, a lien placed against your home, technically your home can be seized and then resold at auction. One of the best examples of this was an early episode many moons ago of that television show. It was on MTV called Punk'd. I believe it was Ashton Kutcher, but they had Justin Timberlake on one of them. And Justin Timberlake's home and cars were being seized by federal agents. And the idea was that was going to be resold, and that was the whole idea behind that Punk'd episode. And it's a whole lot scarier than that episode made it out to be. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the third type of public record is civil judgments. This means you've been sued and found liable or found responsible. In other words, you lost. Depending on your state of residence, judgments can lead to liens, wage garnishment, and even asset seizure. And the 2 most common reasons for liens to be, or judgments rather, to be pursued and potentially won is with credit card debt and then any types of debt such as medical debt with collection agencies. There's a lot of late stage collection agencies that practice this method of collection. This is their whole primary way of collecting. And the reason they do this is because most people don't even appear in court to defend themselves. And if that happens, the judge has no choice but to find and award a default judgment against the consumer. Debt collectors know that most people don't show up, and that's why they so aggressively and actively use this. Number 4 is foreclosure. We all know what a foreclosure is, but here's one of the things that most people don't think about. With any of the unpaid mortgage debt that's owed, let's say you have $5,000 of missed payments. Eventually your house will be foreclosed on. With that $5,000 outstanding, potentially debt collectors can buy that debt and then file a judgment against you or sue you, try and get a judgment against you, but potentially that judgment can result in a lien. The idea is it's very easy for these things to snowball. Number 5 is wage garnishments. Wage garnishments happen for a variety of reasons. The more common are defaulted student loans, unpaid taxes, child support, and court judgments. And with wage garnishments, it's when a judge or a court orders money to be withheld by your employer from your paycheck. Most common, especially from our members, is with student loans. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, it's imperative for most folks to address this public record debt, because this will often help when it comes to actually removing this item, which we'll be talking about in detail here from your credit report, which we'll be talking about the actual detail here coming up through the credit report dispute process. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. But it also stops the problem from snowballing and becoming multiple public records or multiple dings on your credit report. And here's the big thing. With all of this stuff, no matter what has happened, you can almost always negotiate and pay off this debt for less, because cash is king. And no matter what they have, from wage garnishments to judgments, whatever they have against you, that's still not the same as cash. You still have some leverage. And at the end of the day, your credit score is a lot like your grade point average in school days past. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your classes, if you're failing underwater basket weaving, because that's going to destroy your overall GPA. That same principle applies to your credit score, and it's even truer of your credit score. And that's why it's so imperative to remove and clean up any of those dings, blemishes, or negative items from your credit report, because it's just like removing an F from your report card. We encourage our members to consider professional, legal, and legitimate credit repair services to help with this, because in 2016 alone, over 9 million negative items were removed from consumer credit reports. One of the best firms is the Credit Pros. They've helped their clients remove late payments, collections, charge-offs, judgments, repossessions, foreclosures, even bankruptcy marks from their credit reports. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to remove these public records through the credit report dispute process. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.